Now we review Top Gun Maverick. Tom Cruise. Great actor, kind of creepy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am Richard. This is Random Street Theater, and I have seen Top Gun Maverick. Yes. Before I get into that, let me remind you that for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets or the like from 4Ocean, and 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean for me. So if you would like to counteract some of the worst things done by the United States Navy, comment, like, and subscribe. Maybe share this with your friends. Anyway, so Top Gun Maverick. Maverick has gone full-on Captain Kirk. Yep, that's who he is. He disobeys orders, he gets the ladies, and he runs around going further than any man really should. He starts this movie as part of a new fighter program that is supposed to hit a certain speed. They're scrapping the program because they think everything is going unmanned. And, in order for him to save the program, he's got to hit that speed level. And he mavericks his way through it and then gets recalled to the Top Gun Academy because there's a really important mission, a raid on a reactor that the United States just has to say, look, we can't let this reactor go online because it's going to refine weapons-grade uranium and probably kill a lot of people. So Maverick has been charged with going out there and training the people for the mission that will, Ichi knows, destroy this reactor. Now, there was a real happening of this back in the day. I think it was performed with F-16s, and it was Israel blowing up a reactor. Because the F-16 is a Generation 4 fighter, and what we see, I believe the F-19 is also a Generation 4 fighter that the U.S. is using in this film. And Generation 5 fighters, they never explain this, but are essentially stealth. Okay? I believe the fighter we see opposing is the Sukhoi, which is a Russian, possibly / Chinese design, which is stealth, very similar in look and appearance, I think, to the F-16, but clearly with a broader design and more stealthiness to it. So, for some unexplainable reason, the United States is using inferior fighters going up against a no-name country with superior air power, and they've got to go in there, low to the ground, and do some damage. So only Maverick is the pilot who can train people to do this. And while he's there, he has Rooster, Goose's son, to deal with. And I mean, it's kind of not mentioned directly, although alluded to, that yes, Goose died in the last movie, and Maverick feels responsible, to a certain degree at least. Okay? And, him and Iceman are really good friends in this movie. Iceman is an admiral, and Maverick is, of course, still a captain because he's got a Kirk. And, at Captain Kirk from Star Trek, he was actually at one point an admiral, got bumped down to a captain. I think there are supposed to be some steps between there, but that's not, but it's what it is. Like, look, you're insubordinate, but you get results. So, yeah. And this is a very cliche movie for that regard. But it's like, look, you said you wanted this, I gave you this. Why you pissed off? The reason you've got the best pilot in the world running a experimental fighter is because you don't know what's going to happen, and bad things happen, So there's that, and then, of course, the idea that anybody is going to outgun the United States is really kind of silly. But I don't know. Maybe we don't have a Generation 5 fighter that is carrier-worthy at this point. It's possible. I don't know enough about jets. So those are detractors, but they're not major detractors. I mean, movie's got a movie, and around that you have a very entertaining movie. Okay? There is a lot of touching on the old points of the first film. Tom Cruise runs around without his shirt on as a training exercise, with a bunch of cadets running around with their shirt on as a training exercise. And of course, it is rather homoerotic because the chicks are more covered up than the dudes. And, you know, there is that. It's not nearly as like that as the last movie, but it's an element that's there. Tom Cruise, by the way, looks great for his age. I mean, geez, he's still rocking the six-pack. You'd think that he's no older than 35. Of course, that could be makeup. And again, like I say, there is a lot less character development. There is a lot less character in general. You don't bond with the characters as much in this movie. And it's not as good as Top Gun. Top Gun, however, had some really... Top Gun Maverick had some really big shoes to fill with being the sequel to Top Gun. I mean, were this movie not the sequel to Top Gun, were it just another movie about planes, I would be like, yeah, awesome. I've got some problems with it, but hey, movie's got a movie. If you're looking at seeing the awesomeness of Top Gun, not going to happen. If you're looking at a good movie, yes, you can put this on your watch list. I thoroughly enjoyed it. That's just my opinion. I'd love to hear yours. Down in the comments below. I, of course, am Richard. Is it recording? Are you sure? Are you sure it's recording? Little red dot. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it. I see it. Little red dot on the screen thing. Right. Okay, so it's recording. Right. I'm Barry. Barry the strawberry poison dart frog, right? Yes. And I come from the WWF, that's World Wildlife Fund, and I was symbolically adopted by Random Street Theater, okay? And that means that they're not going to tear my house down. So good. So I would like you to help not tear my house down, and you could do that by commenting on this video. Yes, and you could like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. And, you know, these necklaces I'm wearing, you see, those things are actually bracelets for humans. For every 1,000 subscribers, this channel will buy one. And every time they do that, it means a pound of trash is going to be pulled out of the ocean. And you can help. You can make the world cleaner and better for animals like me. So please, comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Barry.